art lovers.
This is art.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wile E. Coyote, genius.
And this is Smart. And this is...
Immediately, or I will call the police.
Next time on Mystery, Holmes investigates.
Well, boys and girls, welcome to Art Smart. We have a neat program today, and the program's called Lettering is an Art. A lot of you know that I am a good calligrapher or a good letterer, and I notice that a lot of people in my classes will say to me here at South Lawrence East, "Hey, Mr. Cap, will you do my name? Will you draw my name?" And in a sense, I draw names. So in other words, if I was doing the letter A, for instance, I end up doing this. This takes a lot of practice, and a lot of people, a lot of boys and girls will say, "Huh? How do I do this?" Because in a sense, I am really drawing the name, not writing the name. As you can see, it's a form of art. So you can see lettering is an art. I've devised a way for boys and girls to create a more professional type of lettering without really having to draw the letter. So if you stay with me on this, follow through, I will draw on the blackboard, I will do the lettering, and I will show you the way and the method of how to create your own type of lettering almost similar to this, as well as to this. As you can see in my hand right here, a couple of students here, Joshua, over here at South Lawrence East, did this one after he finished the lesson in lettering. You can see that Josh also did this one right here, did the word love. Very, very unique, as you can see. And this one here, Yari, did this one. This is from Jackson Ruiz. He did this over here at the South Lawrence East as well, after following this program that I have been teaching over the past couple of weeks to the boys and girls here at South Lawrence East. So, boys and girls, I've devised a way to create a unique alphabet, and it's a form of called italics lettering. But also, what's really neat about this is that you have to write the letter before you draw around it. So actually, it's write the letter, then you draw around it. It's almost like bubble letters. So if you follow me, take out a piece of paper. All you'll need is a piece of paper and a pencil and an eraser. Very important is that you need an eraser. Follow me on one of the letters. At the end of this program, we're going to show you on the screen the different alphabet. The uppercase alphabet and the lowercase alphabet will be flashing on the screen. So if you have a pencil and a paper, you can try to copy some of these as we go along. Follow me now with the letter A. And the boys and girls at South Lawrence East are probably saying, again, because this is something that we did over the last couple of weeks over here at the South Lawrence East. A. Follow me. Pencil, piece of paper, and also very important is this. You need to do this very lightly. Almost like creating a hairline, as thin as a piece of hair, a hairline as soft as you can with a pencil, because you're going to have to erase this line when you're finished. A. Follow me. A slant, and then follow. Bring those curves. and stop. Now, what you have to do, boys and girls, is to double line it. So now, using your pencil, you actually travel around the outsides of the letter, and in the inside over here, and just go like this. Take your pencil and follow. Follow around, curve. This takes practice. Go around the squiggly, and around like this. And just keep on following your lines, boys and girls. Do it slowly. All the way around, almost like you're in a maze. And don't forget to do the inside. Now, I'm using a whiteboard, so I am not able to show you this on paper. So what I want you to do now is, I'll pretend now that this is on a piece of paper. And as you can see, that the first lines that you did, you remember these lines here that you did? You have to erase them. Take your eraser, travel around, all the way around like this. Erase. So, boys and girls, I said it's real important to first of all do this very lightly because you'll be doing erasing. Take a look at that. That's A for letter A. So you saw the letter A. I'll just try a couple of other letters so that you get the swing of it to see just exactly how this happens, okay, and how you create these letters. Remember, you write the letter before you draw around it. So let's just try the letter B. Follow this. And then what you do here is just connect it like this. C. And there's D. D's a difficult one, as it goes like this. Okay? E. F. A, B, C, D, E, F. So you can see that. Again, it's drawing the letters. Now, you just bubble letter it. Follow around like this. Travel around. But don't forget, you have to do the insides. And what's the main word in this lesson? It's drawing lightly, the main phrase, to draw lightly. B, here is C. D, travel around like almost like you're on a roller coaster. Look at this, you're traveling around, you're following the letters, like this. The inside. E. And finally, F. All right, guys, what do I have to do next? All the letters, A, B, C, G, and E. One more time. We'll just do the A. Travel across like this. Okay, what do I need to do? Erase. Remember, again, as lightly as you can when you start to make the erasing much easier. I would start out, boys and girls, with a very light pencil, okay? And I forgot to put that double line here, so I will right here, as you can see, following this across. Okay, then right here, and then D. There's a lot of erasing to do, as you can see. E. F. Okay, there you go. So you have these letters, you have the beginning of a really neat alphabet, and it's called, again, it's almost in the family of italics. Now, the lowercase, boys and girls, we'll just try a couple of those letters. A, B, C, D. Now watch the E. E, the name Renee, E, R-E. The E would have a small little tail like this. But if you were doing the name Renee at the very end, you would go you're doing the letter E, R-E-N, E, you can end up like that. So you can create this little bit of a tail like that. And F, and let's leave it at that. What's the next step I have to do? Double line it. Double line it, travel around, little roller coaster. Don't forget the inside. A, there's B, and there's C, D, E, F. Erase. So going back to erasing each one, and I forgot again to double line the inside, E, then a D, C, B. Now see what happens when you don't double line on the inside, you forget the circle, which is very easy to do, but I did double line here. So there you go, A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, some boys and girls will say, well, what does it have to do with art? Think about it. You can actually do this for science projects. Your teacher says, you have a cardboard, your poster board, why not try this with your alphabet? Try the alphabet and try this with the words in your science project. Titles, poetry, literature. 7th grade at South Lawrence East was doing the poem Ode to Spring. Perhaps Ode to Spring could be done in this type of lettering. Also, which is really nice, is to do your initials, which come out really nice. And I'll show you an example of something here. Let's just try the initial A-B. Somebody's name out there might have the initial A, B. And what you would do, boys and girls, is just connect them both together some way like that, A and B. Now, the next step you would do is to double line it. All the way around. Look at this. You can actually travel down. Next step and final step is to erase it. There it goes. And as you see, A and B start to show up here, somebody's initials right here. One other thing you can do, boys and girls, is to create a focal point in your lettering. Like, for instance, here, your initials, you can use a template. A template's almost like anything like a circle. Like here would be a cover to something. And what you would do here is just put it here, and you would travel this template around, and you'd create almost like a circle. And it kind of holds together your name really close. It just makes it more compact and also has more of a design, a main focal point. And that's important because you can also use, boys and girls, masking tape, a roll of masking tape, for instance. If you remember, Jackson Ruiz did this. He actually did his name, and then he used a roll of masking tape here, as you can see, the trace, and he did the word in red and did the circle in yellow. So it makes a really nice finish to his lettering. You can also see that Yari did another circle, tracing a circle somewhere, and all it does is really draws your eye to the name. Josh did a heart. So if you can see the word love, look at the heart. So it's part of the word and part of the symbol for love. Again, this is uppercase, this is lowercase. Now, boys and girls, what I'm going to do now is to show you, just to try a word, for instance. How many of you have ever heard of Blackstreet? And I know a lot of you have heard of Blackstreet, which is a rock group. And what I'm going to do here is to do the name, and just to show you how this really works with this type of lettering. So I'll be doing the word Blackstreet. Now just watch Blackstreet with upper and lowercase lettering. B, L, A, C, K. Street could go right here. S, T, R, E, E, T. We double line it. Now, when you're doing two words, put them underneath each other, have a little space. What you can do is just travel across like this. Remember what we said, around, and look, I'm getting to the S. I go around the S, travel. Don't forget to do the inside of the S, the inside of the B, do the inside of all letters. L, A, C. So they're almost all connected together. Now look at this, traveling across here. And now, what do? We erase. So we start by erasing the line that we started out with. And it's good, boys and girls, at this point to say, have a good eraser. One that does not wear down very quickly. So get yourself a little chunky eraser so that you can just do this so it doesn't disappear off your pencil and you have to run and get another one. Black, street. Now, there it is, Blackstreet. How could I make that more interesting? Once again, like I told you, take a template, a circle, take something, a dish, a saucer, and what you could do is try it here, perhaps. And look what happens. And you actually get the design. So wouldn't that look nice if the letters were in black? Perhaps the circle was in red. And you had your poster board like this. Thanks for joining us today in ArtSmart. And what will be projected on the TV screen now is the alphabet. It'll go slowly so you can try your hand at the different letters. Okay, boys and girls, so now what we're going to do in closing of this program is to show you briefly upper and lowercase letters of the alphabet. So you can see I have the letter A right here. So try your hand at it, and on the screen it'll project very slowly each letter. So do it very slowly, and remember, do it very lightly, and do your erasing afterwards, after you're done with all of your letters. If you erase each letter, you'll be missing what's on the screen. So I just want to say thank you again for joining us on ArtSmart. See you next time.